sweat and pain make it right. Bulldogs never back down, they got the bite. New Waverly Bulldogs, hear us growl. Each snap, each tackle, hear the crowd howl. With grit and heart, we rise to the test. We'll show them all we've got, we're the best. New Waverly Bulldogs, hear us growl. Each snap, each tackle, hear the crowd howl. With grit and heart, we rise to the test. We'll show them all we got, we're the best. Robin Mack calling plays on airwaves so clear. Broadcasting our struggle, no room for fear. In the trenches we fight, never backing down. Bulldog spirit in us, we wear the crown. Grit and fire running through our veins. Every down's a battle under heavy rain. Roaring together through each and every stride. Determination leads us, we'll never hide.
Banner will be played by the New Waverly Bulldog Band, and it will be directed by Mr. Chase Mixon. He's the assistant band director, but he also served in the Army from 2008 through 2012 and served a tour in Iraq. To Mr. Mixon and all the others who served in our armed forces, thank you for being our nation's warriors. We'll now have the captains come to the middle of the field. Captains coming out for Crockett are number 64, Emmanuel Salazar. Number 55, Josh Bell. Number 51, Chaz Gray. Number 5, Hakeem McKnight. Number 4, Zay Butler. Your Bulldog captains are number 77, Ben Dossie. Number 75, Isaiah Hewlings. Number 11, Kenton Reese. And number 28, Jackson Hathorn.
Well, all right, Bulldog Nation, it's Friday Night Lights. This is New Waverly Bulldog football. The wait is now over, and the home opener is finally here. Tonight it's Bulldogs versus Bulldogs. New Waverly is hosting Crockett here tonight in New Waverly, Texas. Both teams are hungry for their first win of the season. New Waverly has fought through 2 tough road tests to open this year. They went toe-to-toe with Teague in the first half of the week 1 before the game slipped away in the second half. Then last week they traveled to Orangefield just right off the Louisiana border and took their lumps against a strong Bobcat team. These were both teams that they played up on in Division 3-1. Well, tonight the losses, of course, we know they hurt, but they also teach. This is a young New Waverly team learning fast, and tonight they've got the home crowd behind them, and it is a full packed house here tonight in New Waverly, Texas at Bulldog Stadium. These Bulldogs can prove tonight they can turn it around. Crockett comes in looking for that same breakthrough. They dropped a high-scoring battle with Caldwell to open the year, and then last week fell to Cypress Community Christian. They've shown they can move the ball, but they haven't yet put together a full 4 quarters. So, friends, here we are, the classic Battle of the Dogs. Crockett wants to sneak out of here with a road win, but this is New Waverly's night. It's their house, their fans, their pride, and these maroon and white Bulldogs are built on heart, tradition, and resilience. Tonight, they're ready to show it. So as we pack the stands, raise your voices, let everyone know this is New Waverly Bulldog football, and tonight, the Bulldogs are ready to take a bite. This is our 3 Spoons Yogurt countdown to kickoff. We got on the air a little bit late, so kickoff will be underway here in just a few moments. Just like a great team, a great treat requires quality and variety. That's what 3 Spoons Yogurt brings to the table with their self-serve frozen yogurt and an array of delicious toppings. For a winning combination, visit 3 Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville. Coverage this season, as always, brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. The Charlie's Used Cars first quarter is New Waverly. We'll get set to receive. Here's the kick, and we are underway on Friday Night Lights. The home opener for New Waverly. Fielded at the 20 to the 25, 30. Still on his feet, dodges the defender down near the 35-yard line. And that is great position to start out for these New Waverly Bulldogs.
Return for number 3, Nathan Dippery.
I am rolling solo and probably will be solo the rest of the year. And so I do want to welcome you in tonight, and we hope that we'll keep you entertained and engaged. Most importantly, we'll bring you the action here as we can. Big thank you to James Mashi, who's up on the roof tonight. He is running the camera for us. And do us a favor and let us know you're out there, Bulldog fans. We'd love to hear from you. That Bulldog fan text line is open at 512-522-9105. So here we go. Ryzen Nunez will start for New Waverly. They'll start this on their own 35-yard line. And here is a run over to the left side. Good run there to start out.
Number 22,
Carlos Taylor. There with the reception and the short run.
Number 20, Christian Bell.
Looks like he picked up maybe 4 or 5, bring it up to the 39-yard
Pass was
line.
completed by number 7, Ryzen Nunez.
Ryzen Nunez, the quarterback out here for New Waverly. He has done a fabulous job. Had a little trouble last week, but we know that he's learned from it. He's a young player and always a lot of resilience in this young man. It's going to bring up second down and about 7 from here in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. Nunez in the gun, trips down to the right, 1 receiver up top, 4 receivers here as Nunez stands on the 35. Quick fast pass in the flats to Carlos. This one is dropped and it's incomplete, and that'll bring up third down. This has been one of those issues for New Waverly. They've got into a lot of third down and long situations this season, and we're hoping here tonight that is one thing that they can work out of. We know that they've been practicing it during the week. We normally have our Cabins and More of Texas pregame with Coach Schaub. We did not have a chance to get with Coach this week and go over that. And as this season rolls on, definitely by district play, we'll have all that set up and running. So here we go, friends. It's third down and long for New Waverly. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Nunez on the 35 as he drops back 3 steps, pump fakes over center, too high, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Ethan Petras. He was down there just outside the 45, and New Waverly's probably going to have to punt this one away to start this ball game.
16, Ryder Armstrong.
Set back to receive Zay Butler for the Crockett Bulldogs. I mentioned earlier both teams coming into this game tonight 0-2,
Lining up in punt
and so both hungry for a victory here this evening.
Going deep.
Set to punt here is Nathan Dippery.
Number 4, Zay Butler.
Dippery will stand just outside of his own 25, and again, Butler set back to receive around his own 20. Low snap. Here's Dippery. It's a punt. Will take a roll across the 35, and still rolling in favor of the Bulldogs and down to the 29-yard line. So we will see the Crockett Bulldogs for the first time tonight. We'll step aside, though, and take a break. Stay with us. More to come as we are just underway here in the Charlie's Used Cars First. No score. We'll be right back after this.
Looking for a car you can trust? Come on down to Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. We're not just another dealership, we're a family. For 50 golden years, we've been serving your community with quality pre-owned vehicles and unbeatable customer service. At Charlie's, you're not just buying a car, you're joining a legacy. Visit our virtual showroom to explore our vast inventory, each car complete with detailed information and pictures. Got questions? Our professional sales staff is here to guide you in every step of the way because your satisfaction is our mission. Discover why at Charlie's Used Cars, it's not just a deal, it's a relationship. Visit us online at charliesusedcarstx.com.
The first quarter is brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. Here's Rob Hipp.
Well, quickly back in action. They ran that quick right after the kickoff. Sorry that we missed that first play, but it was a run up the middle, about a 8-yard gain or so to bring up second down and 2.
Time is stopped on the field.
The officials for the moment have stopped some time here. Back judge at the 25 will wave this one back into motion. 10:20 to go, just underway here tonight as we get rocking and rolling for the first time. Crockett, they've got it. Again, second down and 3. They called it about a 7-yard gain. That's how we see it from up here in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. And this Crockett team is taking their time in the huddle. 20 seconds on the play clock and under 10 here on the game clock. Not sure why they're taking so much time here to break out of this huddle, but they are. The quarterback tonight is Kason Montgomery, a freshman. That's what I'm seeing on my list, and we hope we've got that right. They'll line up under center. You don't see that too much at the high school level. Here's a pitch back. It's dropped. Casey's going to have to fall on it. He got it over to Jacorian Griffin Jr., and that ball may have popped out. I think New Waverly has it. They do! Oh, mama, it's a turnover right out of the gate. New Waverly on the first play of defense is able to haul that one back off the ground. And how about it for the New Waverly Bulldogs? It was TD2, Travion Davis II, able to pull it in. And a great defensive stand here on the very first play. And so now the Bulldogs will have it for the second time tonight. They will start out on their own, or beg your pardon, on the Crockett 31-yard line. Great field position here for New Waverly. Nunez will bring him out. TD2 now the running back. 2 receivers, actually triplets now to the right. And one staggered up top to the left. From left to right, here's Nunez. Empty backfield, throws over right side. This one caught. Dipree out of bounds at the 23. A quick little grab there by Dipree and a strike from Ryzen Nunez. And that'll move the yardstick up to around, we'll call it just inside the 25 to about the 24. We'll call it 7 yards. Second down and 3 coming up for the Bulldogs here. TD2, the running back, offset to the right hip. 2 receivers up top to the left, 1 down to the right is Wesley Brinkley. Here's the snap, handoff, TD2, and he's pummeled immediately. He's going to take that one for a loss of about 5 or so back in the backfield. Great job by that defensive line. They brought pressure up front, and the Bulldogs of Crockett were able to knock it back. So here we go again, a very long third down. It's 3rd down and 6 for New Waverly. Dipree, the receiver to the right side. He'll be joined alongside Ethan Petras. Triplets down there as well. As I mentioned, another player earlier, Wes Brinkley. One up top to the left. And here we go on a critical 3rd and 6. It's an empty backfield for Nunez. Pump fakes. Now he wants to run. Being chased. Still has it. And he's going to go down at the 30. Boy, how about that slam back there. The sack by St. John Sandals, the senior. And now from the 30, you add 17. That would be about a 47-yard field goal attempt. Trey Sherwin, we've seen the foot from Trey. He did it earlier in this season. In the first 2 games, we saw him kick one from about 40. But I do not see him out there right now. Coaching staff talking things over. As always, we appreciate Coach Dean Schaub, Coach Compton, the entire staff working with these guys over the week, trying to get them into the win column for the first time this season. Of course, they played up, though. They played very good teams to start this season. So here we go. It's 4th down and 9. Nunez takes it. Here's the handoff to TD2, spinning around, and he's going to drop around the 25-yard line. That's a turnover on downs, as he needed a little bit more than that. And so a turnover on downs will give it right back to Crockett for the second time tonight. This is moving fast tonight, folks. We're not going to take a break. And I'm moving fast up here in the booth. Appreciate everybody for joining us here on SHN. So again, a turnover on downs, 8:01 to go. You can see it on your screen there. We are in the Charlie's Used Cars first. Crockett has it for the second time tonight. The ball will be on their own 26 as they will now move from right to left. The officials again whistling things
Officials
here.
timeout on the field.
Not sure what they keep calling the timeouts for. We've seen that 2 times so far tonight. Not sure why. They're not looking up here. The clock is running great. Here are the New Waverly cheerleaders down there on the field. They still have not whistled this one back into motion yet. There's actually what I see over there on the Crockett sideline. Oh, they're trying to get the chains set up. That's the problem. There was an issue with the chains. So the official is running back over here on that side judge to make sure that these chains are set up correctly. And he gives the all clear and we can get back into action. So that's what the delay was, a little bit of trouble with the chains across from us. Of course, they're always on the visitor side. Here we go, second time tonight. This quarterback goes under center. And in motion, a sweep here on the right side, and the Bulldogs of New Waverly have snuffed it, have said, not in our kennel, you're not going to get in. And a drop of about 3 yards back. Everybody on the defensive side seemed that they were in on that. They snuffed it out, and a loss on the play to bring up second down and a very long 13 for Crockett.
Forward progress was stopped a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Crockett Bulldogs.
Bulldogs will break out. Quarterback again under center, tight formation. We don't see any receivers here yet. Man is in motion to the backfield. The pitch goes to that man, Zay Butler, the senior. And he tries to find a little juice as he runs it up the middle. His powerful offensive line pushing him forward past the original line of scrimmage, about a yard or so, and that's going to bring up third down. They'll give him a few on the play to bring up a third down and 8. Want to give a shout out tonight to
3rd and 8.
Kevin Edney, the public address announcer, always does a great job. He's with this team most of the time on the road. Last week,
Bulldog fans, let's get on our feet. Let's get that defense motivated.
I believe he had a cross-country meet to go to. And so we didn't get to have those world-famous Edney burgers. But here we go, 3rd and 8. The Bulldog fans making some noise here tonight. The first home game of this season for New Waverly. Here's a handoff, ping pong. The arcade table's open, but not much there. Well short of the first down marker.
Number 2, Ja'Cory
It'll bring up 4th down at about 2.
TD2 and number 5, Luke Dole for the.
And we will see
stop
if
him on 3rd down. That'll
New
bring
Waverly
up 4th and short.
Will go for, beg your pardon, if Crockett will go for, this is a critical, I would expect a pooch punt here. We're seeing back here, Luke Dahl may run to the back if this one is one of those pooch punts. I would expect that here. I don't know why you would go for it here on a 4th and 2 when you're backed up on your own side of the field. They're going to go for it, handoff up the middle, and he stopped. He didn't get there. The forward progress did not get him. He was about a yard short. And the Bulldog defense has turned it up. Well, wait a minute, though.
Progress was stopped up at the 36-yard line. That's enough for a Crockett first down.
Oh, my goodness. They ended up giving him the forward progress. Wow. We're up here in the booth. That's almost right in front of us, and it did not look like that forward progress got him. It looked like it was about a yard short.
1st and 10.
But we're not going to argue with them. It is what it is. The chains will move, and a good job there. That's, I guess, why you go for it on 4th down and short yardage. So they took a gamble, Crockett did. It paid off. Back in action. The quarterback will hand off to his running back here in a short gain up the middle. It was a handoff on the play from Kason Montgomery.
There is time on the field as there is a flag.
A flag was thrown, though, in the backfield. There may have been a hold there. So if I have it right, from the roster that was sent me, Kason Montgomery, a quarterback on this team.
Signal from the official.
Zay Butler, the running back, just a few moments ago, and it is going to be against Crockett, a hold.
The
so this one will come back.
Substitution on the offense.
And I beg your pardon, Kevin up there saw it before I did. It's an illegal substitution, so that's going to move the ball back.
That's a 5-yard penalty. He'll get to replay that down. It'll be 1st and long, 1st and 15 for Crockett.
So a 5-yard variety will bring up 1st down and 15 for the Crockett Bulldogs. Montgomery under center. in motion on the sweep to the left is Butler. Butler trying to cut the angle, and he's taken out of bounds. Nowhere to go. How about that for Travia Davis, the second?
Number 2, Travia Davis, the second.
TD2 put a stop on him. It's 4:54 to go here in the Charlie's Used Cars first. This clock is moving, baby. No score yet here tonight.
It is second down.
Now second down and a long 13. Again, the Bulldog fan text line is open tonight. Want to encourage you, if you can text in, do so. We'd love to hear from you. And here we go. It's a pitch this time to Jacorian Griffin Jr., and he gets back across the original line of scrimmage and a few more up to around the 39-yard line. That second push is going to get him there well short of the third down. It'll bring up well short of the first down. It'll bring up third down and about 7.
Griffin. First stop by number 75, Isaiah Hewings.
Good job by Isaiah Hewings getting there on the stop. It's good to be back at home in our home booth. By the way, the folks up here have painted the press box. It's beautiful. It's always great to be up here, but the air conditioner's been replaced. It's painted. Just a nice setup to walk into here tonight. We appreciate the folks who are a part of that here tonight.
Cheer those Bulldogs up the field.
So here we go. It's third down and 7. The pitch will go to the running back, weaving through defenders. He is short by about 3 yards. The ball carrier was C.J. Bell. And a couple of Bulldogs trying to ring his bell on that play.
Max Tomzak and number 23, Otto Wineland.
Tomzak and Wineland in on the stop, and it'll bring up fourth down and long. And at this moment, it's not a short yardage situation. I would expect for Crockett to punt this one away. They will. And Dippery with those blazing orange gloves back there set to receive. Again, this first quarter brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars out of Huntsville has been moving very fast.
It's fourth down. Going back to kick.
Here is the punt. This is a good punt. Dippery can field it around the 20. Dippery has it, 25 on the right side, trying to cut back in and able to elude one defender. Here's Dippery, one more, 30. 35, 40, still on his feet, 45, 50. Oh, the flags fly. He was trucking, baby, as he had someone pulling him from behind on the collar. But there may have been a hold in the backfield. Still give that young man credit. We'll see what happened here from the officials.
There's a flag at about the 50-yard line during the return.
It's one of those tough ones, too, because a lot of that was all Dippery as he was using his athleticism to power his way forward. That flag is sitting on the field around the 50.
By waving that flag,
they're going to wave it off.
That means there is no penalty.
So no penalty on the play. Give it to Nathan Dippery as he gets a high five from head coach Dean Schaub.
New Waverly Bulldogs from the Crockett 45-yard line.
And New Waverly will start an excellent field position here. Their third possession of the night, they will start it on the Crockett 45-yard line. So how about this for New Waverly? They'll line up. Nunez in the gun. 3 receivers down to the right, 1 up top to the left. Has a running back. He'll pitch it over to that back. It's Ethan Petras, and he is brought down immediately. And I beg your pardon, that wasn't Petras. That was Khalil Major, the first time we've seen him on a carry tonight.
Number 15, Khalil Major, tackled by number 8, Jalen White.
So Major goes down quickly.
On that play. Second down for the New Waverly Bulldogs.
So here we go for New Waverly. It'll bring up second down and 15. Nunez looking, pump fake, pass over, has a man, it's dropped. Oh, mama, he was wide open at the 34. And unfortunately not able to bring that one down was Wesley Brinkley.
Throw by number 7, Ryson Nunez.
Tough break there for that young man.
Number 26, Wesley Brinkley.
As he had an opportunity there, but just unfortunately not able to pull that one in. Give him credit, though. He sure tried.
That'll bring up a third down.
We do want to welcome anyone joining us tonight on Spirit Radio FM. We're at 1:58 in the Charlie's Used Cars. No score, 3rd and 15 for New Waverly as they move from left to right from the 50. This one's going to be whistled dead. And there is a flag that was thrown.
There's a flag,
so probably a false start.
Line.
That flag is resting around the 48. More than likely, it is a false start against New Waverly. Again, we do want to welcome in the radio audience here tonight. Sorry that we forgot to flip the switch on Spirit Radio, but many of you may be joining us wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in. This is New Waverly Bulldog football presented by Walker County Federal Credit Union. We started this game with the 3 Spoons Yogurt countdown to kickoff. We did not have pregame. Normally that's brought to you by Cabins and More of Texas. A lot of folks help to make these broadcasts possible every season. We appreciate it. We don't ever take that for granted. And now, 3rd and 20 for New Waverly. Nunez steps back, passes this one over, and Dippery's not ready for it, and it's incomplete. More than likely, the Bulldogs are going to have to punt this one away.
Ball falls incomplete.
It is the 3rd possession of the night for New Waverly.
Down.
And a 4th down and a long 20 coming up here. Dippery appears to be set to punt this one away. Do us a favor, too, if you're on that YouTube stream tonight. We'd love to hear from you. Many of you are joining us there on YouTube as well.
Zay Butler. In punting formation, number 3, Nathan Dippery.
So here we go. Dippery will punt this one from left to right. Gets it from the 35. Nice spiraling punt. Zay Butler won't have a chance to return it. That takes a nice New Waverly bounce out of bounds at the 15. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN Sports. Stay with us.
Looking for a car you can trust? Come on down to Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. We're not just another dealership, we're a family. For 50 golden years, we've been serving your community with quality pre-owned vehicles and unbeatable customer service. At Charlie's, you're not just buying a car, you're joining a legacy. Visit our virtual showroom to explore our vast inventory, each car complete with detailed information and pictures. Got questions? Our professional sales staff is here to guide you in every step of the way because your satisfaction is our mission. Discover why at Charlie's Used Cars, it's not just a deal, it's a relationship. Visit us online at charliesusedcarstx.com.
All right, friends, back in action. Here is Crockett with the ball for the 3rd time tonight. They'll start on their own, looks like about their own 14-yard line. A short run here for a couple to bring up 2nd down and a long 8 or 7.
Combining for the tackle, number 23, Otto Weinland, and number 2, Travia Davis.
I think that actually did start on their own 15. It'll bring up 3rd down and, 2nd down and 7. Here's a pitch to the running back in the back as he lunges forward, breaks through a few defenders across the 20 up to around the 21-yard line. So a short gain brings up 3rd down and a manageable 3. Well, again, let us know you're out there tonight. Many of you always joining us on SHN. We always love to hear from you. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, it's 512-522-9105. Montgomery trying to push this one forward as he handed it off to Jaden Garcia.
On the carry, number 21, Jaden Garcia.
And Garcia had enough for the first down. It's the second time that we've seen the sticks move tonight
Nathan Dippery.
for Crockett. So the chains will move. And that should wind us down to the end of the Charlie's Used Cars first quarter. So that is the end of the quarter.
We've completed 1 quarter.
That will take us into the 2nd. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight on SHN. We'll be right back after this.
When you've got a serious project that needs to be done right, trust the experts at Slot Construction. Serving Southeast Texas since 2005, Slot Construction is your leader in site prep work. From clearing land and building new roads to constructing ponds and underground utilities, they prepare and deliver with precision and efficiency. Whether it's for your home or your business, Slot Construction has you covered. Visit slotconstruction.com to learn more about their full range of services. SLOTT construction.com, where quality meets commitment.
Welcome back at it, New Waverly Bulldog Nation, as we get started here in the slot construction. Second quarter of play, no score here on this third week edition of Friday Night Lights here in East Texas. Always a privilege to be with you. Thanks again to everybody for chiming in here tonight. And here is the opening play.
By number 2, Jacorian Griffin. First made contact by number
Griffin
11, Kenton Reese.
Has it here from left to right.
9-yard pickup brings up second down.
They can get up to the 37-yard line for the fourth down. So this one has started out on their own 27. They've moved it. The Sticks have moved once here in this series, or on this possession. We're still in that third possession, by the way, for Crockett. And second down and a short one. Here's a low handoff. Zay Butler, the senior, on the left side. He has a sweep and plenty of room to run. And trying to bring him down after he powers his way across the 45 and finally brought down. Kenton Reese stood him up a little bit over there.
Kenton Reese.
And that is enough for a second first down of this drive for the Crockett Bulldogs. First down and 10. Here on the right side, a run and maybe a gain of a couple. This Crockett team heavily relies on this run. It hasn't been too effective so far this season. Jacorian Griffin on the run, but here tonight so far to open up, it's been very effective despite that opening possession where Crockett fumbled the ball. That's been the only blunder in this game. Other than that, every possession has resulted, the end of the possession has resulted in a punt. Ball currently resting on around the 48-yard line, left hash mark. And here we go, another run, just right up the middle here, and a huge gain. A second effort is going to get the first down.
Number 4 carrying the ball.
Zay Butler, the senior, as he took a second lunge, and that will move the chains yet again.
Bobby Gilbert.
Ball now resting in New Waverly Bulldog territory at the 44. We've seen 3 first downs on this third drive for Crockett. They look to move again here on first down. The ball drops again. New Waverly thinks that they have it. Some of the New Waverly Bulldog players are saying, yes, it's our ball. And it is. Oh, baby, it's another fumble. We've seen it now for the second time tonight. And New Waverly defense coming up again. And an opportunity here for the Bulldogs of New Waverly.
Ball was recovered by sophomore number 63, Trevor Tredesky.
How about that for Trevor Tredesky, picking it up off the ground, and that will give some life back to New Waverly, their fourth possession of the evening, starting out in good field position here. They'll move from right to left on their own 44-yard line.
Will be the 46-yard line.
So that ball resting on the 44 from right to left. And quarterback in there now is Jace Card for New Waverly. He'll have a back to either side of him. 2 receivers down to the left. Card, a delayed handoff, Khalil Major. And Major moving the ball in a major way here up near the 50. The forward progress got him up to around the 49. So a healthy run on first down of about 6.
15, Khalil Major.
Will bring up second down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on SHN. This season is always presented by Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union since 1957. Here's a run. New Waverly spin around downtown, and it's a McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down for the Bulldogs and Khalil Major.
Carrying the ball all the way past the first down.
All first downs this season brought to you by McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling out of Huntsville. That's a McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down. offering a complete range of HVAC services for Huntsville, Texas, all of Walker County and surrounding areas. One back to either side again of Jace Card remains in there as the quarterback. Here's the handoff. Khalil Major, right side, 40, 45, near the 30, beg your pardon, 35, near the 30, and he is close.
Near that first down marker.
And he got it. It's another McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down for New Waverly. 8:23 to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by Slot Construction. I do want to welcome anybody in that may be joining us tonight on Spirit Radio. Thanks for joining us for a good one here this evening. Jace Card, one back to either side. Why not? Let's go to Major again, this time across the 30 and down inside the, call it the 37-yard line.
Another pickup of about 5 yards.
Boy, how about that? Another 5-yard chunk.
Major.
And so far tonight, the Crockett Bulldogs, at least on this fourth drive for New Waverly, they have not had an answer for Khalil Major. They're making a shift out there. Javon Johnson, the defensive man up front, heading over to the sideline. Here's another handoff, this time left side. Khalil breaks through one, 25-20. He's down to the 15 and inside the 15-yard line. Keep those big legs turning, baby. And Khalil Major, it's another first down. McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down, and we are now inside the Texas Signature Roofing Bulldogs red zone. Texas Signature Roofing offering exceptional roofing solutions and services that meet a commitment to community values. Big thanks to our good friend Jared Hathorn. You know, Dibry's been out there, and a timeout is called here by Crockett. We'll take it with them with 7:15 to go. New Waverly, though, driving. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN.
As a reminder, man.
Waverly Bulldogs football fans, looking to beat the heat? Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, Three Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, Three Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at Three Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at Three Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan.
All right, here we go. Jace Card remains in there. Khalil Major to his left. Nathan Dibry to the right. Here's Major trying to cut it back on a misdirection across the 10 and down near the 5-yard line. I think he got to the 4.
On the carry, number 15, Khalil Major.
Bulldogs of New Waverly can get a first down to make it and goal to go. It's second down and 1.
Second and 1.
So 2nd and 1 here for New Waverly as they are pressing the issue, trying to get into the end zone for the first time tonight. It's been all Khalil Major on this drive.
Look out there, it's from the 4-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 4.
So here again is Card, Major to his right side. Crockett took a timeout moments ago. Here's Major trying to cut back around. Stiff arming his way, and he's going to take a short loss on this play. Great defense there as he was chased out of bounds there by Jakeem McKnight.
On the carry, number 15, Khalil Major.
So finally putting a stop here to the damage that Major has been able to do. This drive started back for New Waverly on their own 44-yard line, trying to complete that 66-yard mark and get into the end zone for the first time tonight. No score, 6:34 to go here in the Slot Construction second quarter. It is third down. I beg your pardon. It is third down and a short 3 after that loss. Here is a handoff here, and boy, I'm telling you what, the Bulldogs only a short gain here. They handed that one off to, I believe it was Jackson Hathorn. Had a nice little run there on that right side. Jackson Hathorn. Short gain of only 1, and now we're faced with a 4th down and 2. And that ball is currently resting right on the 5. From here, it would be a 22-yard field goal. But the way Major ran this ball on this drive, I would wonder if maybe they'll go to him. No, he's not out there. And I believe we're going to see a timeout here. We will. A timeout called by New Waverly. So that will be their first timeout. 2 more with 5:56 to go here in the slot construction second. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN.
Project that needs to be done right, trust the experts at Slot Construction. Serving Southeast Texas since 2005, Slot Construction is your leader in site prep work. From clearing land and building new roads to constructing ponds and underground utilities, they prepare and deliver with precision and efficiency. Whether it's for your home or your business, Slot Construction has you covered. Visit slotconstruction.com to learn more about their full range of services. SLOTT construction.com, where quality meets commitment.
New Waverly trying to complete this chapter. Started out on their own 44, and now 4th down and 2 from the 5. And the Bulldogs are going to go for it here. Under center, pitch over, and trying to do a misdirection, pushing forward. And we'll see if there was enough of a push. I don't think it was there. It was not. And a tough break for New Waverly as the Bulldogs are stopped here. And a turnover on downs. My goodness, what a tough break. I like the call. The run had been working very effectively. But unfortunately, that drive will stall inside the Texas Signature Roofing red zone.
It'll be 1st and 10.
And a tough break there for New Waverly. This Bulldog defense for New Waverly has been phenomenal so far tonight. And we will see if they can come out. They have had 2 takeaways, 2 fumbles rather, fumble recoveries. So they're +2 in the turnover battle, and a lot of times when you win that, you win the ball game, but there's a lot more to go here, and we're still at 5:46 in this slot construction second quarter. No score. 1st down and 10 for Crockett. They will start this on their own 5-yard line. Backed up the farthest they've been, a run up the middle here, and not much there for the ball carrier. And trying to see who that was hopping up off the ground for Crockett is Jacorian Griffin. The junior with a, well, I thought it was a short. They're going to give him a couple of yards to bring up 2nd down and 8. So 2nd and 8 here for Crockett. No score. They're moving from left to right. About 5 minutes to go here in the slot construction second. Again, if you're out there tonight, maybe you're with the Crockett fan base, we want to welcome you in as well. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we broadcast for New Waverly, but we'll always give a shout out to anyone watching. This one will whistle before it really got underway. A false start should push them back.
Timeout on the field.
See some laundry around the 7-yard line. Nathan Dippery's sister Laura in Connecticut saying, "Go Bulldogs." Good to have you on tonight. As always, we appreciate the Dippery family all the way up there in Connecticut. Want to give a shout out to my good buddy too, Ed Watto. We love you, Ed. And missing Ed being up here on the mic with me this year. His son is, Brody, is now at Southwestern University, just north of Austin, about 30 minutes in Georgetown, Texas. And so he and Dory get to travel and see Brody. We miss Ed. He's always a lot of fun up here in the booth, but we are so happy for Brody. Loss there, or after that goes back, it's 2nd down and 11. There's a handoff in the backfield, spinning around several defenders, trying to cut back across the angle. Not much there. Maybe all that effort for only a gain of 1 or 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 9. Like the effort, though, but just wasn't enough to really move the ball much, and now you're faced in that 3rd down and 9 situation.
Ball was carried before a short gain by number 6, C.J. Bell.
And we're hoping that everything is coming through okay tonight. We had to change up a little bit of equipment here at the end, and so if any of the typical video isn't coming through that it normally does, we're still working on a few things. Here we go, 3rd down and a long 9. A rare pass here for Crockett over to the right side, and great defense on that play. Love it, it's incomplete. Great defense there. Hauling over the defender was Luke Dahl. And Luke Dahl putting a little makeup on the player. It was C.J. Bell. Incomplete, and the punt unit will come up here for Crockett.
Crockett, 4th down.
Fifth possession on the way for New Waverly. Nathan Dippery will be set back to receive, and it should be great field position here with 3:47 to go in this slot construction second quarter.
For New Waverly, number 3, Nathan Dippery.
Dippery will retreat himself
Crockett, number 30, Omar
close to the
Gonzalez.
40. Omar Gonzalez in his own end zone to punt this one away, does get it off, and a good punt here. Dippery's going to be able to return this from the 35, 30 Dippery, 25-20, 15-10. Dippery spins around, met a brick wall, but a great return all the way down just outside the 10-yard line, and New Waverly will have it here with excellent field position, trying to redeem themselves as the drive stalled just moments ago, but now an opportunity to get on this board first tonight.
Down in the red zone once again is New Waverly Bulldogs. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
They're inside the Texas Signature Roofing red zone. They did mark him down. Thought he got down to around the 5. They're going to mark him at the 11, but still excellent field position here. So starting out from the Crockett 11. That earlier drive we saw Jace Card. Now it is Ryzen Nunez back in there. And a carry up here on the right side. A short gain by TD2, the senior. Those big linemen coming in on the offensive side. Thomas Mosley onto the field now. And heading back to the bench is Trenton Harrison. So Mosley is in for Harrison to give Harrison a quick break. Two receivers lined up top to the right. Down there on the left side is Luke Dahl, who had that big defensive play moments ago, broke up a pass. So here we go, friends. It's 2nd down and 9. New Waverly can get the first down at the 1. As again, they are inside that Texas Signature Roofing red zone. One back to either side of Ryzen Nunez. He'll drop back the pass. 2 steps back, throw over left side. It's almost picked, luckily incomplete. That one incomplete just in front of the goal line as he was looking into the direction of Ethan. I beg your pardon, it's Ryder Armstrong. I've been saying Ethan Petros on that. We'll call it Ryder Armstrong. Ryder Armstrong is wearing that 16 out there. He's the receiver. I would assume that Petros then would come in, or Petros would come in for the defensive side. And so once again, here's a long 3rd down, 3rd and about 8 for New Waverly. Dippery lines up as part of a triplet package to the right, but Coach Schaub says let's take the time out. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a moment. New Waverly Bulldog football continues. No score and a big 3rd down coming up in the red zone for the New Waverly Bulldogs. Stay with us.
Howdy, New Waverly fans. Are you ready for some Bulldog football? Robert Lindeman here with Hit Solutions Realty. Dreaming of a place that feels unmistakably yours? At Hit Solutions Realty, we bring you home. Our mission, to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find that perfect piece of property that whispers, welcome home, every time you step in. Whether you're diving into the market to buy or ready to pass on your cherished space, our expert team stands by your side, turning the process into a seamless journey. So, ready to make a move? Contact Hit Solutions Realty. Let's get the ball rolling and bring you closer to your dream home. At Hit Solutions, we recognize that every star should have its time to shine. In that spirit, Hit Solutions Realty is thrilled to back New Waverly football, wishing them a season as bright as the stars. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
All right, here we go. As Nunez meets a wall, boy, he goes down. Tough break at the 20. Oh, my goodness. That was Javon Bolton.
And number 11.
And I think here, you know, last time, obviously it's a lot longer now, so we should see an opportunity here for Trey Sherwin. Has about a 40-yarder or so earlier this season. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before.
Is number 99, Trey
So on the 21, that would bring up a, I'm really bad at math off the top of my head, 38-yard attempt here for Sherwin. 38 yards for Sherwin. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick, right toe to leather, the distance. Yes, he got it. How about it? From 38 yards, field goal good. And New Waverly gets on the board first here tonight with 1:54 to go in the second quarter.
Holder number 3, Nathan Dipper.
We'll take a brief break. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football. Moments ago for New Waverly, it was a short drive. It started on the Crockett 11 after the great punt return by Nathan Dippery. However, the ball kept going backwards. New Waverly was faced with a 4th down and 20 from the 21-yard line, and Trey Sherwin able to kick one in from 38 yards away to make it 3-0. That is your Double Dave's Pizza Works scoring drive recap. Double Dave's in Huntsville. Get it while it's hot.
For the Crockett Bulldogs,
so Trey Sherwin set to kick this one from the green tee at the 40.
McKnight, number 4, Zay Butler.
2 back to receive here for the Crockett Bulldogs. Jakeem McKnight and also Zay Butler. Jakeem wearing the number 5, Zay Butler the number 4. Sherwin will look to the right, to the left. And here's the kick on the way. Short kick here, a little squib and a fair catch called for. It's bounced around and dropped. And luckily there, the Crockett Bulldogs were able to fall 12, on it.
Logan Porter.
And so this will bring up the 5th possession of the night for Crockett. They'll be moving from left to right with 1:50 to work with in this slot construction second quarter. Once again, I want to welcome you into the broadcast as we'll quickly hop in here to the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hit Solutions, providing real estate services here throughout Walker County. You can visit them online at hittss.com. Make sure you check him out. That's Robert Lindeman. He also has baseball training, a clinic, but he is moving to the Central Texas area, but keeping the real estate going. So big thank you, as always, to our friend Robert Lindeman. As we go back to the field, and here we go for Crockett, starting on their own 25-yard line. And a short gain maybe. They're going to give him a couple of yards here to bring up second down and 2.
Jacorian Griffin.
Jacorian Griffin, the ball carrier, to bring up second down and long. Here's a pitch in the backfield to Zay Butler, and Butler dropped in the backfield for a loss. And that'll take him back to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 28, Jackson Hathorn.
It was Jackson Hathorn with a little action. Jackson right in your face to bring up third down and a long 10. This could be a quick set here for Crockett.
Third down for Crockett.
1:08 to go in the slot construction second quarter. New Waverly took the lead moments ago with a 38-yard field goal. And now it's the 5th possession here for Crockett. Started on their own 25. It's third down and 10. Here's a run on that right side. Able to break through, and that's a first down of about 13 yards up near the 40-yard line. How about the power there by Jacorian Griffin? Griffin was able to find some daylight, moves it across the 40 up to around the 42-yard line. So that was a huge third down opportunity for the New Waverly defense, but they could not get the stop. And I think the Bulldogs are going to take a final timeout with 49 seconds to go. We'll take it with them. And it may have been Crockett on that timeout, I beg your pardon. We'll be right back after this.
They have one timeout left in the
Hey there, New Waverly Bulldog fans. Need more space for your growing trophy collection, or maybe a little spot to relax after the game? Or maybe you need a shelter for farm animals or your RV? Look no further than Cabins and More of Texas. We offer the highest quality portable cabins, sheds, barns, steel structures, and more, all manufactured by the most respected names in the business. Perfect for storing football gear, setting up a fan or a man cave, protecting outdoor toys or equipment, and so much more. Worried about cost? Well, don't be. We offer flexible payment options, including financing with approved credit and no credit check, rent to own. You can even get pre-qualified in just a few minutes without affecting your credit. Find Cabins and More of Texas in Riverside across from Talent's Barbecue and in Carthage in the HEB Shopping Center. That's Cabins and More of Texas online at CAMOTX.com.
Oh, here's a big sack in the backfield at the 30-yard line. It was a host of Bulldogs, and one of them coming up. How about that? It was Jackson Hathorn. Action Jackson. He's never the last one. And a huge sack will take them way back. Quick hurry-up offense here with 25 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a handoff to the big two as Jacorian Griffin powering and gutting his way up across the 40-yard line back to near that original line of scrimmage. They do have one timeout, but I'm wondering here if they'll just let this one run out. It's down to 10 and ticking. Crockett third down and long. And I would assume here they'll just take a knee and call it a first half. They're going to spike it. Wow, they spiked it with 1 second. Now, there's 1 second left on the clock. And the officials are telling Coach Schaub's team, get back over here. There was 1 second left on that clock whenever that spike occurred, and I think the officials saw that.
To put 1 second on the
I here, I just don't know why you spike it. I admire them for it, but there was there was 1 second there on the clock. So 4th down and 10 from around the 41. I'm not sure what you do here. But you got to give Crockett credit for a little bit of life here. They want to go in the locker room. They're going to get the ball to start this second half, by the way. And now a timeout is called, the last one, by New Waverly. So we'll take it with them. We don't want anything to happen here if you're a New Waverly Bulldog fan. So we'll take that quick break. Stay with us as the final play of the first half coming up when we come back here. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. Stay with us.
A Dr. Pepper in the second half.
Welcome back, friends, here on the Bulldog Broadcast Network. 1 second to go in this slot construction second quarter. As always this season, presented by Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union, serving Walker County since 1957. Big thank you to Three Spoons Yogurt. It's where Bulldog fans come to chill. And also our friends at Cabins and More of Texas. Find your perfect space. Cabins and More of Texas. It's our friend Adrian Hunter. Visit CAMOTX.com. 1 second, final play of the first half. And New Waverly's going to have 3 in the back. Trying to do a little trickeration here as a sweep over to the left side. It's into the hands of Zay Butler. And Butler goes out of bounds. And that will wrap up the first half of play. We'll take a break. Coming up, it is our Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime show. Stay with us. It is 3-0 New Waverly on a 38-yard Trey Sherwin field goal, and that's the only score that we've seen here tonight. 24 on the board as halftime gets started. This is Bulldog football on SHN. Stay with us.
First 2 chapters have been written. Where do the Bulldogs stand at the half? It's time for the Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime show. Here's Rob Hipp.
Welcome back at it, Bulldog fans. I guess on both sides tonight. A battle of the dogs here. We're at halftime. Welcome inside the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. We appreciate our friend Robert Lindeman. He's helping to instruct the Stars to shine. At half right now, it's New Waverly with the lead 3-0. We'll quickly go over that first half. It's brought to you by Nelson Ameyas Collision Center on Sycamore. We appreciate Nelson, his family, doing great work in Huntsville and throughout Walker County for all of your repair needs. It's where honest work meets community focus. And and keeping Walker County safe and smiling since 1999. Well, in that first half, each team touching the ball at least 5 times. We'll start with this. New Waverly had it from their own 35-yard line, resulting in a punt. And then it was Crockett from their own 30. And they get the ball. It was a fumble around the 10:52 mark, one of 2 that were dropped on the ground by the Crockett Bulldogs. Moving into that second possession, New Waverly had it for the second time, started from their own 31-yard line. A turnover on downs ensued after that at the 8:01 mark. Then the second possession for Crockett started on their own 26. That one also resulted in another punt. As we started to get close to the second quarter, at this point, though, it was still the third possession. New Waverly starting from the Crockett 45-yard line. They had to punt that one away. And then the third possession for Crockett started on their own 15 as the quarter wound down. That was the second fumble of the night. And Crockett fumbling that football as well. And that one, again, resulting in New Waverly getting the ball back. It was the fourth possession, the first of the second quarter. New Waverly started on their own 44-yard line, resulting in a turnover on downs. They got into a lot of third down and long situations tonight. The most powerful part that we saw, if we had to pick a player in that first half who made a really great impact for New Waverly, it would be Khalil Major. Major on that drive where New Waverly was able to find some life. They just couldn't go down and score, though. That was on that fourth possession, but not able to get it in. They got down there, but just could not find the end zone. And, of course, finally New Waverly on that fifth possession heading late into the second quarter. It started out on the Crockett 11-yard line. That was thanks in part to a huge return by our good friend Nathan Dipry. Took it back down about 40 yards or so, got an excellent field position inside that Texas Signature Roofing red zone, but unfortunately New Waverly not able to get into the end zone, but they did find some score. They found 3 points. It came off the foot of Trey Sherwin as he kicked in a 38-yard field goal. Remember, they got backed up after a couple of plays there going backwards. Ryzen Nunez was in there, got sacked for a huge loss back to the 21-yard line. That brought up a fourth down and long situation, a 4th and 20 from the 21. Trey Sherwin from 38 yards out put the Bulldogs ahead at the 154 mark at 3-0. And then it was a quick possession for Crockett. There was still a little bit of time on the board. They got down to about 1 second, which I thought was kind of strange. They spiked the ball with 1 second to go near midfield, and then they just handed it off in the backfield. Zay Butler has been a running force for Crockett, as well as Jacorian Griffin. They've got some big bodies up front. The running game has been somewhat effective, but really tonight Crockett doing the damage to themselves by putting those 2 balls on the ground, those 2 fumbles, costly so far in this ball game. As we all know, football IQ tells you if you're plus in the turnovers, you got a great chance at coming out on top at the end of 4. Right now, New Waverly, after 2, is on top 3-0. 23 minutes and ticking here in the Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime. We don't have much more to talk about. We will show a little bit of the Crockett band. We always like to include the band. And, of course, we'll have the full ensemble of your New Waverly Bulldog marching band. We'll step aside, take a break. We do have to play a couple of spots, and then we will continue that Nelson Ameyas Collision halftime show here in just a few moments. As always, a big thank you to Robert Lindeman at Hit Solutions. We are here in the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football live tonight here on SHN. We'll be right back momentarily.
Waverly Bulldogs football fans, looking to beat the heat? 3 Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, 3 Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, 3 Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at 3 Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at 3 Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan.
The Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime show continues. Now let's return to Rob Hipp.
All right, friends, at it here, halftime. We'll go down now to the Crockett Bulldog marching band. We'll have your New Waverly band. I'm going to step aside for a while, so it'll just be pretty quiet. And we'll get back into action here in about 20 minutes. New Waverly Bulldog football here on SHN. It's the Nelson Ameyas Collision Center halftime show.
Now get on your feet, Bulldog fans, and join us in celebrating Crockett with our beloved fight song. The Bulldog Band would like to thank our administration, school board, and our amazing band parents for all their continued support as we strive to make Crockett proud. Mrs. Moore and Mr. Martinez would like to thank our seniors for their dedication to the band for the last 7 years. And go Bulldogs!
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field as we proudly welcome the shining pride of New Waverly High School, the one, the only, Silver Stars drill team. Introducing Captain Junior Gabriela Olivares, All-American nominee. Junior Abby Harrison. Sophomore All-American Sierra Gregory. Sophomore Ella James. Sophomore All-American nominee Samantha Lucas. Sophomore Hannah Mercer. Sophomore, Lexi Williams. Get ready to be amazed because the stars are out tonight. The Silver Star of the Week is Sierra Gregory. Your music is on, stars. Shine bright.
Please welcome to the field the new Waverly Bulldog Band. The band is under the field direction of drum major, senior Efren Ramirez. The leadership team includes woodwind captain, senior Jenna Yeager, and brass captain, junior Daniel Nixon. The band will be performing Aztec Fire, the first movement of their UIL marching show, In Fuego. The trumpet duet includes freshman Krista Menard and junior Daniel Nixon. Recognized for Esprit de Corps for this week are junior Gabriela Olivares and senior James Harrison.
bowling alley down
You were
there.
fine. It's perfect.
Oh, there you go.
No, you're good. I'm sure the ice cream's been
Fans coming back onto that field is the Crockett Bulldogs. Cheerleaders leading the football team back onto the field.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
J.K. McKnight.
All right, friends,
And number
back
4
at it
is
as
Nate
we get
Butler.
rolling. That'll wrap up your
Kicking
Nelson
off, number
Amaya Collision
99, Trey
Center
Sherwood.
halftime show. Make sure to stick around at the end for a brief Nelson Amaya Collision Center post-game wrap-up. 3-0 New Waverly has the lead as we get started here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House, third quarter. Sherwin, right toe to leather, end over end. This one sailing 25 is where it's fair caught. And that, my friends, is where Crockett will get it for the 6th time tonight. Crockett starting on their own 25-yard line. As a reminder, the Bulldog fan text line is open. We'd love to hear from you tonight. We've only had a couple of text messages come in on that, and you can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that's the Bulldog fan text line. It's open as always at 512-522-9105. Kindly send a message. Let us know where you're listening from and who you're cheering on tonight. We would love to talk back and forth with you here on this one. So here we go. Crockett has it, trailing 3-0. 2 seconds gone here in the Oak Ridge third. Fake the handoff. Pass deep over center field. This one up, and it is broken up and incomplete at the 40. It was Nathan Diprey on the coverage. Intended receiver was Daryl Craig.
Diprey. Intended target was number 13, Daryl Krieg.
Daryl Craig there with the incomplete pass, but again, credit Nathan Diprey for the excellent coverage to bring up second down and 10. So coming right out of the gates, Crockett, they were ready to fire one, and Bulldogs on the other side weren't buying it. Here's a handoff between defenders, plowing his way across the 30. Healthy run of about 9 yards, maybe the full 10. I think they're going to give him the full Monty up to the 10. They do, or the 10 yards.
Number 11, Kenton Reese.
And Kenton Reese got the stop. They may, it's going to be a first down. So great run there on first down of 10 yards on on second down to bring up first down now, move in the sticks. Misdirection back up the middle. Running back here across the 40 up to around the 41. It's a healthy gain of 5 or 6 to bring up second down.
There is a vehicle that is blocking in another vehicle.
So second down and a long 4 for Crockett, moving that up across the 40 to the 41-yard line. 11 minutes, just 1 minute gone here in the Oak Ridge third. 3-0, Crockett trailing but driving.
If you will stand up now so that we can all point at you. And then we will encourage you to go move.
Little give and go here to the right side across the 40, but how about that ankle tackle by Travia Davis II?
Again, if you are driving a gray Audi,
may just be there for the first down, and he was. They're going to mark that ball down at the 45, and that's enough to move the chains. So for the second time here on this drive for Crockett, the chains will move. They started on their own 25. They've brought it up 20 yards now to the 45-yard line. As they'll break out of the huddle. One thing about the field here, the stadium, Bulldog Stadium, holds about 3,500, and Coach Schaub is out here usually mowing it himself. Here's a false start.
Snap,
that should move it back 5 yards.
Flag on the field. Play was stopped before the snap. There's an infraction by the offense.
So it will go back 5 yards.
It's a
New Waverly, one of the first, a little non-football for you, one of the first Polish colonies here in East Texas. Polish immigrants settling here in 1867.
First and 15.
And they built the first Polish church in the region just 2 years later. The town only exists because the railroad bypassed Old Waverly. When the new tracks came through, folks moved closer to the line, and the new town grew around Waverly Station. Also here, a little history for you. In its early years, the economy powered by cotton fields and sawmills. Over time, many immigrant families became landowners. This is an area that is growing like wildfire. And here is another flag.
Flag came out before the
and another
snap.
false start. So back-to-back false starts will now bring up first down and 20.
It'll be another 5-yard penalty.
New Waverly entering tonight 0-2, still trying to get that first win. They're nursing that 3-0 advantage here with just a few minutes gone in the Oak Ridge third. Bulldogs had that opener this season on the road, 39-7 loss at Teague, and then fell short last week, 45-9 at Orangefield. The offense averaging just about a touchdown per game. The defense, though, has faced two high-scoring opponents, given up a lot of points. But again, they were playing up higher Division 3A schools. Here's a handoff to the back, finds daylight. It's the big two, Jacorian Griffin. And Griffin picking up about 14 yards up to the 49-yard line to bring up second down and 6. See Trevor Tradersky heading back over to the sideline. He was one of the defensive players in that first half, picking up one of 2 fumbles from this Crockett Bulldogs team. So again, second down and a long 6. Here's a handoff, spun around, downtown, get down, go to town, and nowhere to go. Ran out of gas. They're going to give the forward progress. Not sure how. They'll give him a yard up to the 50. Garcia was the runner.
28. It'll be 3rd and 5. All right, Bulldog fans, let's get up and cheer on that defense.
Here we go. It's third down. 3rd and 5. And the ball pops out. New Waverly has it for the 3rd takeaway tonight. How about that? TD2 saying, give it to me, baby. And it's the 3rd fumble of the night for the Crockett Bulldogs, and the New Waverly defense picking it up again.
Recovered by number 2, Travia Davis II. TD2 with the recovery.
8:22 to go here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House. 3rd quarter. We'll be back in a moment. It's New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN. Stay with us.
Addiction or know someone who is, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Travia Davis, the second, the ball carrier after getting that fumble recovery moments ago. New Waverly starting from the Crockett 48-yard line. A short gain to bring up second down, and it looks like about a long 9 or so here from the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. That ball resting on the 47-yard line. Jace Card, the quarterback, one back to either side. Pressure coming up front. And here's a pitch, little sweep over TD2 across the 45, 40. And a good run here by TD2. He's a yard short of the first down marker at the 40.
By number 2, Travia Davis II, up near first down yardage. Blocking downfield extraordinarily was number 75, Isaiah Hewlings.
So a 3rd and go here, 3rd and 1 for New Waverly, one back to either side of Jace Card. Handoff, TD2 to the right side, cuts the angle, has the first down. That's all he needed, 1. He got about 3.
Pass the first down.
Down to the 35-yard line. That's enough for McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling. First down for the Bulldogs. McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling offering a complete range of HVAC services for Huntsville, Texas, and the surrounding areas. We also appreciate the Oak Ridge Disciple House, a 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. You can learn more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. That ball resting around the 35, maybe the 34-yard line. Card in the gun, one back to either side, 2 receivers to the left. Here's a delayed handoff, TD2 across the 35. A short gain,
15,
and actually it was Khalil Major, I beg your pardon.
By number 54, Javon Bolton.
Von Bolton there with the stop, bring up 2nd down, and looks like about a long 9 from up here in the Hits booth. Well, they don't advertise with us, but I'm going to give them a shout out. Our friends over at Redbird Creamery, they always bring their ice cream trailer. Boy, I just loaded up there, and James Mashi, who's helping run the camera tonight. We went over to halftime. I was kind of worried that we wouldn't be able to get back up here, but we were. 2nd and 9 from the 35 or so. Here's Card, rolls over, throws, darts one in the direction of his intended receiver. That was Ryder Armstrong. It was incomplete, and now it's a 3rd down and a long 9. A 3rd and 9 here for New Waverly. Hunter Henry cheering on. Man, Hunter, good to hear from you, young man. Cheering him on. Hunter Henry saying, let's go Dogs. There's a force on this team. Hunter doing great things now. Here is Khalil Major. He stopped for a major loss, unfortunately, back. They're going to give him the forward progress at the 39, but that's going to bring up 3rd down at about 15 or so.
Brought down by number 20, Christian
Tough break
Bell.
there for New Waverly. This offense got to find some rhythm here with 5:36 and ticking in this Oak Ridge Disciple House.
It'll be 4th down for New Waverly.
3rd quarter. Hard to believe it's only 8:30. This game's only been going an hour and 30 minutes, and we're 17 minutes away from the final buzzer. That's how it's been tonight. Each team touching the ball just 6 times. This is the 6th possession for New Waverly. Started back on the 48, and unfortunately have not been able to move much. Here's a pass, though, on 3rd down, and it's well overthrown. He was looking in the direction, Jace Card in the direction of his intended receiver, Luke Dahl, and it's incomplete. And that should bring the Bulldog punt unit onto the field. Or I beg your pardon, that was 4th down. I didn't even pay attention. That's turnover on downs.
From
Oh, my bad.
the 39-yard line.
So Crockett will have it here from the New Waverly 39, or their own 39, I beg your pardon. Crockett moving from left to right. Trailing 3-0, 5:03 to go here in the Oak Ridge 3rd. As they will break out of the huddle. Kason Montgomery, the freshman quarterback. Here's a pitch over to one of his big backs. Stiff-arming his way is Jacorian Griffin with the left arm across the 40 and down to around the 43-yard line. A gain of 2, maybe 3. We'll call it 3, bring up 2nd and 7. Yeah, definitely closer to the 3-yard, 2nd down and 7 here.
Number 23, Otto Weinland.
Otto Weinland getting in on the stop. Here we go, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the back, lowering his head, trying to battering his ram way across the 45. The forward progress to get him up to the 46. About a 2-yard. Well, they're going to give him more than that. Boy, it looked like a 2 or so, but that's about a 4-yard gain to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Jaden Garcia. Initial contact to the runner, number 23.
Well, 3rd and 4 is where it's marked at. So 3rd down and 4 coming up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
And another huge 3rd down opportunity. It's 3rd down for the New Waverly Bulldog defense.
Let's ring those bells.
Fans making some noise, and here we go. Tight formation, man is in motion. Watch out for Jacorian Griffin. It is a handoff. And that second effort, the forward progress across the 50 into New Waverly territory around the 49.
Marker. It'll be a Crockett
Isaiah Hewlings coming into the ball game. And getting a breather coming over to the sideline is Trevor Tredorsky. We've said his name numerous times tonight.
Bulldogs. Be 1st and 10 for Crockett.
So that will move the sticks and into New Waverly territory. This drive started on the Crockett 39, now resting on the Bulldog of New Waverly 49. This type formation, we've seen it all night. Crockett, one of the few teams to go under center as frequently as they do. Here's the quarterback, throw over center. It's a one-on-one matchup. It's intercepted, baby. Oh, mama, what a play! At the 20-yard line.
Thaddeus Haynes.
Hauled down in by New Waverly.
But right there in coverage, number 11, intercepting the ball, Kenton Reese.
Kenton Reese with a little Reese's Pieces out of the sky, baby. And how about that? Another takeaway, the 4th of this ball game, and the first interception by the New Waverly defense. So it is back-to-back.
Ball was spotted at the 20.
Turnovers here for Crockett.
New Waverly Bulldog, 1st down.
7th possession for New Waverly. They will start this possession right on their own 20-yard line, moving from right to left. Ryzen Nunez back in the game with pressure in his face. It's incomplete. The pass to the right side to Khalil Major.
Second down.
Second down and a long 10 here for the maroon and white. As they break out of the snap, Ryzen Nunez, the quarterback, running back offset to his right hip. Khalil Major trips up top, spread wide to the right, one receiver down to the left. He is Luke Dahl. We've seen Luke targeted. Here comes some pressure, but it's chopped up. Ryzen able to break through. Flags are going to fly here, and this one, they're going to whistle it dead.
Before the snap, there was a flag on the field. Before the snap.
It's a flag over on that far sideline. I would assume that there would have been a false start.
False start against the offense.
So tough there for New Waverly. That's going to back them up, bring up 2nd down and 15 from their own 15.
They'll mark that off 5 yards.
Braden Nelson heading into the ball game. And over is Brinkley alongside Ryder Armstrong. So they'll head back to the bench. Luke Dahl remains in there, receiver down to the left. That's where we frequently see him, along with Dippre. Braden Nelson, the tight end, on that left side. High snap. Ryzen Nunez, hand off to the back in the backfield, and maybe a short gain.
Ball was carried by number 15.
Khalil Major has remained the back in there. Well, this was a New Waverly team. We saw Hunter Henry texting in earlier. Henry was a running force over the years for this New Waverly Bulldog team. And New Waverly is known for their ground game. This year, still trying to find some of that identity. They have found a lot in TD2 and also in the running ability of Khalil Major. We've seen that in glimpses here tonight. And now a 3rd down and a very long 15 for the Bulldogs. Major in there as the running back. I would expect the pass as Nunez rolls to the right. Passes, dart up, caught. Oh, I think he's got it. Did he haul that one in? If he's got it, I couldn't see. Kenton Reese was there. And I don't see any indication, though, that he was in bounds. Maybe he was out. He was caught out of bounds. Tough break. My goodness, Kenton Reese skyrocketed up in the air trying to haul that one in. And unfortunately, he was just out of bounds.
Number 3, Nathan Dippre.
And Nathan Dippre now forced to punt this one away. So despite 4 takeaways from New Waverly, they've only got 3 on the board. And one back to receive here is Zay Butler for the Bulldogs. That's going to be a delay of game also as the flags fly here. They got down to 0 on the play clock.
Several whistles on the field.
The play
Call
clock
on the field
got
with a
down.
delay of game against the offense.
So a delay of game will set New Waverly back even 5
That'll
more.
be a 5-yard penalty.
Zay Butler was resting around the 45. Dippery has these line drive punts, and I would expect this one to maybe settle around the 50 or the 45 back on his own side. Right now, Butler is not giving him much room as he went up to the 40. And that will take a bounce around the 40, takes a roll, and backwards to around the 40 or so. And that's where Crockett will have it in great field position, trailing 3-0. We'll be back. This is New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN. Stay with us, please.
Crockett will take over possession.
Back at it here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House, third quarter. After a punt, it is the 8th possession for Crockett. A short run here. Well, it looked short, turned into a lot longer than I thought. A drive here for
On the tackle,
Crockett, starting out on their New
Roger
Waverly
Garcia,
40-yard
number
line, and
24,
a healthy
Doug
run
Simmons.
of about 6 to bring up second down, and we'll call it 4 here.
It'll be 2nd and 4.
Ball is resting just inside the 35 on the left hash. Montgomery under center, pitch this one in the back to the big man, the 2, Jacorian Griffin. Griffin up the middle, enough for a first down, needed 4, got 5, and that'll move the sticks inside the 30 to around the 29.
On the tackle, number 23, Otto Weiland, and number 24, Dub Simmons.
Appreciate James Mashi up on the roof here at Bulldog Stadium, running the camera for us tonight. Running a skeleton crew these days. You know, last year we were blessed. We had 5 guys on our crew, and right now, tonight, it's just James and myself. Under a minute to go here in the third. Late handoff. And a run here on that left side with some powerful yard. We've seen those big chunks of yardage. And here about a 5-yard gain or so to bring up second down and long. Jackson Hathorn getting a stop here on the play. Yeah, Nathan called me this morning. He always comes in from Georgetown, but he called me earlier this morning, not feeling too well. I've actually been battling some sort of a stomach bug in a way. I don't know if it's really a bug, but just since last Friday. Went to the doctor earlier this week, and blood levels were okay, so thank you for the prayers. There's a handoff to the right side. 20, down to the 15, 10, trying to cut an angle, and finally out of bounds before the end zone. That was a hefty run by Jacorian Griffin.
Ball was carried down near the goal line.
Luke Dahl was down there alongside with his teammates for a stop, down to around the 2-yard line. My goodness.
Stopping him was number 5.
I mean, that's a man that we've seen run the ball tonight. Jacorian Griffin finally starting to find some momentum. That is a very effective running back for this Crockett Bulldog football team. Both of these teams coming in at 0-2, so you know they're obviously both hungry. That'll take us down to the end of the third quarter, brought to you by Oak Ridge Disciple House. Fourth quarter coming up, brought to you by Hello Huntsville. And which Bulldog will strike? Crockett making a case here. We'll be back in a moment. It's Bulldog football on SHN. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us, friends.
Fans, are you ready for some Bulldog football? Robert Lindeman here with Hit Solutions Realty. Dreaming of a place that feels unmistakably yours? At Hit Solutions Realty, we bring you home. Our mission, to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find that perfect piece of property that whispers, welcome home, every time you step in. Whether you're diving into the market to buy or ready to pass on your cherished space, our expert team stands by your side, turning the process into a seamless journey. So, ready to make a move? Contact Hit Solutions Realty. Let's get the ball rolling and bring you closer to your dream home. At Hit Solutions, we recognize that every star should have its time to shine. In that spirit, Hit Solutions Realty is thrilled to back New Waverly football, wishing them a season as bright as the stars. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
Back at it here, Friday Night Lights in East Texas at New Waverly, and it's the Crockett Bulldogs threatening first and goal from the 2. A little sweep, give and go, back to the right side. It's Jakeem McKnight, and I think he's in. Did he cut the corner?
On that play, ball was carried by number 9, Kason Montgomery, into the end zone for a Crockett Bulldog touchdown.
It's a Crockett Bulldog touchdown, 2 yards in. Montgomery on the reverse. And 2 yards will give the Crockett Bulldogs their first lead of the night.
30, Omar Gonzalez.
And the Crockett High School flags are flying now on the opposite side of the field. Beautiful night here in East Texas for football. Extra point try up on its way, and it is good. And how about that? With 6 seconds gone into this fourth quarter, whistles will blow here. We'll wait to see if they may ask him to come back on. I'm not sure what happened. Officials are talking things over. The referee around the 10-yard line. And coach on the visitor side is telling his team to go ahead and head back over. So we'll see if this is something that may be assessed on the kick. I'm not sure. They're going to wave it off, so no flag on the play.
Waving that yellow flag means they have waved off a possible penalty on that
So
play.
7-3 as Crockett will take their first lead of the night with 6 seconds into this Hello Huntsville fourth quarter. Hey, friends, we do have sponsorship opportunities available still, and we would love for your support. They're going to be a little bit cheaper now as we are already 3 games into the season, so we do have a 7-game package remaining. If you'd like to sponsor this fourth quarter, we've got an opportunity there. We would love for your support. And if you would like to just get some shout-outs, maybe a 30-second commercial or so, we can do those as well. We would love your support. There's still some other equipment, and as we want to try to build back up our team, and really my desire is to get students involved and have this more of a student-produced broadcast. I'd like to still call the games, but get more students involved. I've got a young man here with me tonight from Huntsville that is running the camera. His name is James Mashi. He's been with us 2 games this season, and he helps us out at First Baptist Church in Huntsville, and we appreciate him. But if you are interested in sponsoring any element that we have available, really the end game right now is a special sponsorship for the fourth quarter. Right now I just put Hello Huntsville on it, but that is open. And again, we could run 30-second commercials or script reads as well. And all of those proceeds go to help us improve what we try to do here on SHN. Here's the kickoff, the 8th possession for New Waverly, a short kick. And boy, there should be a flag there. It was a fair catch called for at the 35, and there goes the late flags. Well deserved. I mean, that young man for New Waverly got pummeled. And that's going to be a late hit there against Crockett. I don't know if you call it a late hit or just a unnecessary roughness. I forget what they call it. But in any case, that's going to be a penalty against Crockett, and it should be the 15-yard variety. And if that's the case, that's going to put New Waverly there at the 50-yard line. Right now, that ball resting on the 35. So I would expect if it's any type of personal foul such as that, a 15-yard penalty should put it at the 50. They didn't run the clock on that kickoff either, so it still sits at 11:54. I'll take that. Darren Grant, professor at Sam Houston, economics professor. He came up and said hello a while ago. He's here in the New Waverly area. Appreciate him. He's on our show there in Huntsville. Good morning, Huntsville.
It was a dead ball, personal foul.
So it is dead ball, personal foul. That should be a 15-yarder.
A personal foul is a 15-yard penalty assessment. They'll mark it off 15 yards.
That should be right at the line. Should be at the 50.
They'll bring the ball up to the midfield, the 50-yard line.
So the ball does rest right at the 50 on that left hash mark, and good position here for New Waverly. Trailing 7-3. Had their running game established a little bit earlier in this ball game, but they have not found an opportunity here for the Bulldogs to get rolling. 11:54 in the Hello Huntsville fourth quarter. High snap Nunez, pitch over Khalil Major. Major behind one of his backs, cuts the angle at the 50, 45, 40, and he's out of bounds. He got it 10 yards to the 40-yard line. That's enough for McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling. First down for the Bulldogs.
Number 24, St. Sean Sandals.
Well, unless they marked him earlier, for sure, I thought he was there. One of the line judges originally.
That play.
They're going to only give him 7. The line judge over here originally put it down at the 40, or the back judge, the line judge says no, the 37. That line judge has the better angle, or a 7-yard gain puts it just inside the 45. Not enough for a first down. It'll bring up second down and a short 3. Nunez, handoff here to Major, zigzagging his way across the 40. He's got the first down. It's a McGilberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down inside the 40 to just outside the 35. Thought about the 37. So the sticks will move, a positive thing here for New Waverly, as Ryder Armstrong heads back onto the sidelines. In for him, the tight end Braden Nelson into the ball game now. Nathan Dippery on that left side, part of 2 receivers along with the tight end there, who we just said his name moments ago, Nelson. 1 receiver down to the right, high snap, Nunez pitches it just in time. Here is Major across the 35, or down to the 35. It's about a 5-yard gain to the 35 or so, and that should bring up second down and a long 6. It was a 4-yard gain to bring up second down and 6. A good run here. New Waverly eating up some time, 10:52 and ticking in this Hello Huntsville fourth quarter. Hey, do me a favor, friends. If you're out there, would love to hear from you as always. You can text us on the Bulldog fan text line. That number, 512-522-9105. Again, it's 512-522-9105. Nunez, handoff Major, and Major is stopped for a loss of about 1 to bring up third down and 7. He tried to go on that left side.
Bring up third down for the New Waverly Bulldogs.
Ryder Armstrong back into the ball game here as the tight end Braden Nelson heads back over to the bench. Dempry is out there. The big 1-1 Kenton Reese, who had a interception in this ball game. One of the 4 takeaways from New Waverly, but despite being +4 in that area, they're trailing 7-3 with 10 minutes to go. 2 gone here in the Hello Huntsville fourth. 2 receivers down to the right, 2 up top to the left. Here's Nunez, pressure in his face, eludes 1 defender, back to the 45, heaves this one away, and it is incomplete. He just had to throw it away.
There's a flag on the field.
There is a flag, though.
Over on the visitor's sideline.
This is right in front of the Crockett sideline, rather. And they're going to wave this one off. I've seen a lot of those tonight where flags fly and they just wave them off. And so now New Waverly in a familiar position, unfortunately, a 4th down here and 7.
New Waverly Bulldog 4th down.
They do, I would expect New Waverly here to go for it. Nelson back onto the field alongside Dub Simmons out there now. Old Dub making a play here on offense. Dub, the receiver. And Nathan Dippery is going to punt this one away.
Coming out in punt formation is number 3.
Setback to
Nathan
receive,
Dippery.
Zay Butler.
Going back to receive.
I'd watch out here for maybe a little
Number 4,
trickeration
Zay
play
Butler.
by Dippery, although he is backed up pretty far. Dippery, oh, he's going to pass it! This one is incomplete. And boy, a late hit. Oh my goodness, there should have been a flag there. Wow, they completely missed a New Waverly player at the end of that play getting absolutely clotheslined, and I'm surprised that there was no call. I mean, my goodness, Luke Dahl took an arm to the neck and flipped backwards after the whistle had blown, and the officials must have not seen it. That's a tough break for New Waverly because, I mean, Dahl just got hammered right across the neck. Tough break. And in any case, it's incomplete, and that'll turn it right over. It was a
Crockett football. Be 1st and 10 for Crockett.
1st down and 10 for Crockett here, their 9th possession. And Crockett here has it. And a stop in the backfield by New Waverly of a couple of yards. Hard to see where the stick is right now. I think it's resting on the 35. So we'll call it on, Crockett has it on their own 35 here. And that's right, because the 1st down marker, I see it at the 45. A loss of 1, though, will bring up 2nd down and 11. That tight formation that we've seen all night. Jacorian Griffin in the backfield. The recipient of a handoff, a short gain of a couple here on that right side. to bring up 3rd down and long.
On the tackle, number 28, Jackson Hathorn.
Jackson Hathorn getting
Number
in on a stop.
33, Colin Namkin.
So here we go for this Bulldog defense. They've taken it away 4 times in this ball game, but the Bulldogs trail 7-3 with 8:42 to go here in the Oak Ridge Disciple House 4th quarter. They'll quickly break out of the huddle under center. Montgomery. Jacorian Griffin gets the pitch behind him to the right side. Still on his feet, gutting forward. A second effort will bring him across the 1st down marker. Across that 45, and that's enough for a Crockett Bulldog 1st down. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. But obviously, you want your defense to get a stop. Defense has played very well tonight for for New Waverly. Crockett's defense, oh yeah, they played well as well. More text messages coming in. The Hathorn family, we'll get to that here in just a few moments. Here's a pitch in the back across the 45, and the Bulldogs had nothing to do with it there. TD2 in on a stop. The ball carrier on the play was C.J. Bell, and he may have got one rung on that one. Just back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Crockett.
28, Jackson Hathorn.
Just outside of their own 45. Ball's resting on their own 47. Again, the Hathorn family saying great solo job, Rob. Cheering on the New Waverly Bulldogs from Iola. Go Jackson. It's from Moo Moo and Paw Paw. Appreciate you, Moo Moo and Paw Paw. They texted in on that Bulldog fan text line. 512-522-9105. 2nd and long, or 2nd and 10. Handoff delayed goes to Griffin. Griffin, another powerful run of about 6 yards or so across the 50 to just outside the 45. I think they're going to mark him down on the Bulldog 47. 6:52 and ticking here in the final frame.
About 4 yards left to be 3rd down.
Have quite a few other games going on the SHN network tonight. The only other close game that we broadcast for Alpha Omega Academy. That's a TAPS private school in Huntsville. Tyler Fordyce, Caleb C. on those calls. Malakoff Tigers on our network. They played Lorena last week. And here we go on a 3rd and 4. And again, New Waverly putting a stop. Okay, how about that? Cedric Pohamis on that one.
On that 3rd down
standing up.
Number 24.
Also, Dub
Max
Simmons.
Number 24, Dub Simmons. And number 55, Cedric Pohamis. That'll bring up a Crockett 4th down.
Cedric Pohamis standing up tall there, and it's 4th down for Crockett.
Fans,
4th down and 4.
It's a big play. It's time to get a stop. Let's come to our feet. Let's ring those bells. Let's cheer on that defense.
There's some fans standing up.
With 5 minutes and
4th down and 4. Here's the Bulldog defense with 3 up front, 4 up front. And now timeout is called by Crockett. We'll take it with them. 5:30 to go here in the Hello Huntsville 4th. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog football. Stay with us. Welcome back at it, friends. Game brought to you in part tonight by Double Dave's Pizza Works. Double Dave's in Huntsville. Get it while it's hot. Home of that world-famous buffet also. And, of course, season presenting coverage brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union serving Walker County since 1957. Also, Texas Signature Roofing for expert roofing services backed by years of experience and satisfaction guaranteed. Visit Texas Signature Roofing online at texassignatureroofing.com. Here's the fans getting on their feet. 4th down and 4 for Crockett. Bulldogs trying to hold him. Here's a pitch back over, and he's got the first down across the 40 on his way. 30, 25, 1 to beat, touchdown. Oh, what a run there. Jacorian Griffin. He's been the man to stop tonight, and Jacorian Griffin just ran it home from about 45 yards out. Griffin with another touchdown. That's his second of the evening. On a 4th down of all things. And now the extra point kick try.
After attempt, kicking the ball is number 30, Omar Gonzalez.
Omar Gonzalez set for the kick. The hold, I believe it is Eron Hall. No, Zay Butler. Here's the kick on its way, and it is good. New Waverly's going to have their work cut out for them now. 14-3, trailing with 5:18 to go. We'll take a break. Stay with us. More to come on SHN.
Struggling with addiction or know someone who is? There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it shines bright at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. As a 501c3 Christian ministry, they are dedicated to helping men aged 18 and older rebuild their lives free from the chains of drug and alcohol addiction. Be reminded, there's always hope, always a new beginning. Discover your fresh start with the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Proud supporters of Bulldog football, because just like the Bulldogs, the spirit at Oak Ridge stands strong. Find out more at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. The fourth quarter is brought to you by Stephen Gregory. Rollo.
Fourth quarter brought to you by Hello Huntsville. Appreciate Stephen Gregory. He supported us this past year, but he is supporting many things in New Waverly, and we'll still give him a shout out because he was a big part of our early support. We appreciate you, Stephen. Rollo Insurance. We'll get back at it here as moments ago for Crockett started on their own 35-yard line, 65 yards, mainly on that 45-yard touchdown run on 4th down and long by their big man, Jacorian Griffin. It's 14-3. Fair catch called for at the 30, and that is where the Bulldogs will have it. They've got their work cut out for them, trailing 14-3 with 5:18 to go here in the ball game. We'll keep it right here. And they're going to mark him down. Actually, boy, come back about so hard to see from some of these sides where that is. We're at a kind of a weird angle. I always have to look and see where the first down line is. So that is going to tell me starts from the own 29-yard line. That's where New Waverly will have it here from their own 29. Here we go from left to right. High snap. Nunez passes over. Center has a man. He's caught at the 40. 35 down to the 30. Oh, mama, what a play as he threw an absolute dart right down the field into the hands of Ryder Armstrong.
Bryson Nunez catching the ball, junior number 16, Ryder Armstrong. That's a New Waverly Bulldog.
Ryder Armstrong with a big grab and a huge pass. We knew that Horizon has the arm, and he showed it there moments ago. Here's a handoff. This one into the hands of the running back, beating defenders. Oh, baby, he's down inside the 10-yard line. Khalil Major with a major run, baby. And now inside the Texas Signature Roofing red zone on a McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling. First down for the Bulldogs. First and goal after two big plays. Khalil Major, the running back. Here's a handoff to him, finds some separation, battering his way down, and he's in. Oh, yeah, baby. Khalil Major, major touchdown for New Waverly. How about that, friends? Even 30 seconds off the clock. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am, in the end zone. And the Bulldogs are crawling their way back. Trailing now 14-9 with 4:31 to go here in the fourth. Now New Waverly will line up to go for two.
For the extra point. Attempting a 2-point
Khalil
conversion.
Major. And there's the running back. Two receivers up to the left. Do have that one receiver down to the right side. Is Kenton Reese. Here's Nunez. Chase from behind. Throws this one and in the end zone. Bobbled. No, it's there! How about it? Boy, Nathan Dippery able to hold on. Bobble, slabble. Here he goes. And it's 2 points. The Bulldogs have converted and now trailing by just a field goal. Wow!
Goes into the back of the end zone to number 3, junior receiver Nathan Dippery.
The junior receiver, after Ryzen Nunez was being chased, he was able to hold on to it, lobs it up, and there was Dippery to make it 14-11.
Of the lead.
How quick was that for New Waverly?
Here we are with 4 minutes and 31 seconds left. New Waverly will line up on the 40-yard line to kick off.
Got to see what New Waverly's going to do here. They do have all 3 of their timeouts, and the only force that they've really got to worry about, no disrespect to any other player on the opposite side, though, it's really been Jacorian Griffin. He has been the running back to watch out for. Both scores for the Bulldogs of Crockett coming from Jacorian Griffin. Your onside kicks aren't really guaranteed, obviously. I don't know if we're going to see that here. I don't think we would, although they're lining up to go for that. And they do go for the onside kick. It does not go 10 yards. Illegal procedure goes out of bounds. And that's what you don't want to happen.
Flag on the play.
It's unfortunate there, and Trey Sherwin, though, an excellent young man, that one just couldn't get in front of him and didn't go 10 yards. I think here, if you're Crockett, you just take it where it is. That's great field position for them starting out. They've got the momentum. Even though New Waverly comes out and has 3 plays and a touchdown, that Crockett offense has a lot of momentum behind them right now, courtesy of Jacorian Griffin. Remember that last possession? They started out on their own 35. Jacorian Griffin coming in with a 45-yard touchdown run. Here's the kicker, though. That happened at the 5:18 mark, and we're only at 4:31. So you see what's transpired in less than a minute off the game clock. So in less than 1 minute, New Waverly goes bam, bam, bam into the end zone.
Bounds on the kick.
It is an illegal procedure.
It's a legal procedure on the kickoff.
And so now that'll even be a good field position here. So a 5-yard assessed penalty.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Crockett.
Crockett will have it for the 10th time, and they will start in great field position on the New Waverly 42, I believe.
All right, New Waverly fans, let's get on our feet. We need to make a stand here.
3 up front for the Bulldogs. Here's a stand-up defensive stop. Zay Butler had nowhere to go. How about that Bulldog growl? Action, Jackson Hathorn.
Number 28, Jackson Hathorn.
The forward progress will give him to the 45, but it is a loss. A loss back to the 45 to bring up 2nd down and 13.
All right, New Waverly
the defense
fans,
now starting to find a little life here again for New Waverly.
Bulldogs, it's 2nd and 13.
2nd down and a long 13 for New Waverly. And here we go. 2nd down and 13. Bulldogs with 3 up front. They're not going to put the pressure on. Handoff goes to Jacorian Griffin, right side. Here he goes again across the 30, 25, and finally pushed out of bounds. They have got to find an answer for Jacorian Griffin. He has been the running machine for Crockett so far tonight.
Number 11, Kenton Reese.
Some time running off the clock as they should. 3:34 for Crockett. Here's a little pitch back over again to Jacorian Griffin. Griffin this time a healthy gain of about maybe 6 or so. inside the red zone.
Second down, ball is carried by number 2.
Around the 17-yard line. So if you're a Bulldog right now for New Waverly, a New Waverly Bulldog, got to be clear on that because it's the Battle of the Dogs tonight. Your defense is just hoping for a stop here. If you can get a stop, you've still got 3 timeouts to work with, 3:09 and ticking. The only thing is the Crockett Bulldogs are going to milk this clock every possession they have, and you better bet that they're going to continue that running game because it is chewing up the clock. Jacorian Griffin has been the man here for this Bulldog team. Zay Butler is out there, but he's on the right side. And Butler will take the handoff to the left side. Moving through defenders. Eludes one defender across the 10, and he's just inside the 10-yard line. He does go out of bounds, though.
Zay Butler.
That should be out of bounds. The clock should stop.
Brings it up for first down.
And now
yardage.
it's first down and goal to around the 5-yard line, maybe about the 6.
Taken out by number 5, Luke Dahl.
Luke Dahl was in on the stop.
It'll be first and goal, Crockett.
So first down and goal for Crockett. The Bulldogs of New Waverly need a stop. Trailing 14-11, 2:42 to go here in the ball game. And if you're Crockett, and Crockett is known for taking time in the huddle anyways, but as soon as they break out, they run up to the ball. It's very unique how they do things. Montgomery, the quarterback, under center. Quick little handoff here to Griffin. Griffin's close. Man, he got down to about the 3-yard line if he was the ball carrier. I think he was. They've got Griffin in there as the back alongside Zay Butler. That's a dynamic duo for this team. So now second down and goal from around the 2-yard line or so. New Waverly trying to hold him here. That's going to be the man to stop, is going to be Griffin. If he's still out there, I believe he is. Still in that huddle. They're going to milk some clock. 2:07 and ticking. Still 14 on the play clock. Down to 2 minutes on the game clock. 9 on the play. And now we're going to see a timeout here. We don't have a 2-minute warning.
There's a timeout on the field, as we stated in the first half. New this year.
I'm assuming that
varsity football games
New Waverly
don't
took
expect it in junior high or on the JV field. There is a 2-minute warning in the second quarter and the fourth quarter.
So there is 2-minute warnings.
Clock stops at 2 minutes.
So they did. That's a new rule. I didn't know that. I appreciate Kevin Edney for clarifying that for us. There is a 2-minute warning now in varsity football. Shows how much I know. I appreciate Kevin. That only happens in the second quarter and in the fourth quarter. And so there was no timeout. It was just a 2-minute warning. That'll give both teams a chance to group up here and talk things over. It's only second down and goal here for the Crockett Bulldogs. Again, New Waverly needs the stop. Ball resting on the 2. I don't want to state the obvious, but that's where we are.
Second down for Crockett.
One of the backs that's in there, you got to watch this, is Jaden Garcia, the junior. So Garcia's there alongside Zay Butler. Montgomery under center. Here is Butler. Butler is stopped. I don't think he got in.
Short of the goal
Stopped
line.
very short, maybe just a yard gain. One of those standing up for New Waverly
on the field
was Cedric Pohamus. So Pohamus was one of the first ones to get inside there and stand him up. And now a timeout is called by New Waverly. That's going to be their first of 3. So they'll have 2 remaining.
On that second down stop,
and we'll take it with them. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog football.
Number 28, Jackson Haff.
All right, friends, back at it here inside the Hit Solutions broadcast booth. 1:50 to go in the final frame. 14-11. Crockett with the 3-point advantage. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. But it is first and goal from about the 2. Montgomery under center. Does have Zay Butler in there. Instead, going to go to the back here, pushing forward, and I think he stopped. We'll see if the line judge calls him in. It was a handoff to Jaden Garcia, and if he was stopped, boy, he was stopped just inches from the goal line. And he was. He's not in. Right? Nope, they're going to say he's in. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown Garcia from 1 yard out.
There was a touchdown signal on the field.
So Garcia with a 1 yard in. An extra point try coming up here for Omar Gonzalez. It's 20-11 as it stands right now.
Omar Gonzalez.
Gonna whistle this one before it even gets underway. The timeout was called by Crockett. So again, 1:34 as we set this one up for you. 1:34 to go here in the fourth. It's 20-11. A drive earlier that started for this Crockett Bulldog team on the New Waverly 42. They had good field position after the onside kick by New Waverly. And then what happened was New Waverly did not get it 10 yards. It was an illegal procedure. That gave Crockett better field position. And then we saw that powerful running again by Jacorian Griffin, who helped inch them closer. And then the attack of Butler, who they bring in short yardage situations. Butler was there alongside his teammate, who we saw bring it in, Jaden Garcia, with that 1 yard touchdown run. And we'll come out of the timeout now. One timeout remaining for Crockett and 2 timeouts for New Waverly. But they're trailing now by 9 points. You got 2 scores and 1:34 to go.
The extra point attempt being taken by number 30, Omar Gonzalez.
Low snap. Gonzalez does not get this one in, and that we'll see what happens. There's still time. 1:34 to go. 20-11. It is a 2-score game, though, for New Waverly. Remember earlier on their previous possession, they were able to go bang, bang, bang into the end zone in about 40 seconds. But time is not on their side right now, but the good news is 1:34, they've got 2 timeouts remaining, and we still got some football left here tonight, friends, at Bulldog Stadium. We'll take a break. Stay with us as we wrap it up in just a few moments here on SHN.
Howdy, New Waverly fans. Are you ready for some Bulldog football? Robert Lindeman here with Hit Solutions Realty. Dreaming of a place that feels unmistakably yours? At Hit Solutions Realty, we bring you home. Our mission, to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find that perfect piece of property that whispers, welcome home, every time you step in. Whether you're diving into the market to buy or ready to pass on your cherished space, our expert team stands by your side, turning the process into a seamless journey. So, ready to make a move? Contact Hit Solutions Realty. Let's get the ball rolling and bring you closer to your dream home. At Hit Solutions, we recognize that every star should have its time to shine. In that spirit, Hit Solutions Realty is thrilled to back New Waverly football, wishing them a season as bright as the stars. For more information, visit HITTSS.com.
Here's New Waverly with it, and a short kick will spin around, and good field position here near the 50-yard line. It was not a fair catch called by Dub Simmons, and New Waverly will start out a great field position here with 1:29 to go in the Hello Huntsville fourth. And this is the 10th possession of the night for New Waverly. They're going to start this on their own 48-yard line. So again, still some time here. They've got 2 timeouts due to the New Waverly Bulldogs. And we see Ryzen Nunez, the sophomore. A lot of confidence in this young man. He has really grown as a Bulldog player. Great to see him. Ryder Armstrong at a big grab out there on the left side, trips down to the right. Here's Nunez stepping back, good protection, throws over right side. This one up and just out of the hands. It was a good pass, but not able to square that one in was Kenton Reese. Give Kenton Reese credit, though. He's had some big plays in this ball game as well. So that interception. Again, keep in mind, New Waverly +4 in the turnover battle. 3 of them fumble recoveries, 1 interception. But trailing here 20-11, 1:24 to go. That'll stop the clock. Ryzen Nunez, that's going to be false start. Tough break there for Nathan Dipry. He took the gun early. And that'll bring up second down and 15.
There was a false start.
Move the ball back to
Waverly.
just inside the 45.
5-yard penalty.
It's about the 43.
Still play second down.
That's about the 43-yard line where that ball will rest now. Second down and 15 for New Waverly. 1:24 to go here in the game. Trailing by 9. The battle of the Bulldogs tonight. Trips spread wide to the right. One receiver to the left. There's a running back there. Don't expect to run, though. Here's Nunez. Good protection again. Throw over left side. Caught, but down inbounds. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Those are two short of plays. Wesley Brinkley, if that was 26, I believe it may have been.
Number 26, Wesley Brinkley.
So it was Brinkley from, and here we go.
Down
Third down and 9 from left to right. 1:03 and ticking. Nunez eludes one defender, throws over right side. This one is caught by New Waverly. It's Ryder Armstrong up to around the 35-yard line.
Number 16, Ryder Armstrong.
And so he did catch it in bounds. That's going to move the chains for a McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling first down. The problem is the clock is running, 49 seconds to go. Nunez, high snap, able to control it. Pump fakes one, stutter steps, throws this one up over, and it is incomplete at the goal line. Two Crockett Bulldog defenders were there. Dippre was there.
Nathan Dippre.
But it is incomplete.
It'll be second down, New Waverly.
And second down here for New Waverly coming up, 2nd and 10 with 39 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. That'll stop the clock. New Waverly still with 2 timeouts remaining. Keep that in mind. Waverly trying to get a play set up here on the right side. Moving from left to right. Ball's resting around the 35 of Crockett. Nunez gets the snap. Throws this one over right side. Heaves another one up in the air. And Dippre, boy, Dippre looked like he was drugged down. There should have been a flag. Wow, unbelievable. I mean, Dippre had a defender draped over him like a cheap suit, and there was no call. As on that right side, it looked like from here, Dippre got pulled down before the ball got to him. The New Waverly fans fairly were upset about that no call. And now it is third down and long 10 here for New Waverly. Nunez stepping back again, drops back 3 steps. Back inside, throws this one over, hit as he throws it. Dipre's there though, and Dippre steps out of bounds. Just outside the 25. He is short about a yard from the first down, but he does get out of bounds. Here it is, a critical fourth down and 1 for the Bulldogs. With 26 seconds, 2 timeouts to go, trailing by 9. They've got to get in there quick and then get it onside. I mean, it's a lot working against them, but I've seen things happen, friends. Nunez in the gun, 2 receivers to either side. Nunez quickly passing. Dippre drops back, not able to hold on to it. That's it. That'll be a turnover on downs, and that's the ball game. I'll give Dippre credit, though. Boy, he had some traffic. He was almost able to haul that one down.
There'll be a turnover on downs.
And a turnover on downs with 22 seconds. Crockett can just take a knee and call this one a night. Well, a tough break here for this New Waverly Bulldog team as they will fall tonight 20-11 to Crockett.
Fans, thank you for being here this evening. To our Crockett visitors, thank you for making the drive over. Thank you for anything that you purchased in the concession stand. We appreciate your patronage there.
We'll be back on the air coming up here. New Waverly's got 3 games at home. Next broadcast will be right back here at home. Huntington coming to town. That'll be the final non-district game, and then we'll get underway with district play.
That looks like it'll be the final
versus
snap
Warren.
Of the football
that is
game.
The final snap.
Clock is winding down. We'll hear the horn.
And that will take us down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a good crowd.
Buzzer.
Good
Great crowd showed up tonight, but the Bulldogs fell short on a night where they were +4 in the takeaways, but it was Crockett. We'll break it down briefly when we come back. Stay tuned for the Nelson Ameyas Collision Center post-game wrap-up here. It's New Waverly Bulldog football on SHN. Stay with us, please.
Looking for a car you can trust? Come on down to Charlie's Used Cars in Huntsville. We're not just another dealership, we're a family. For 50 golden years, we've been serving your community with quality pre-owned vehicles and unbeatable customer service. At Charlie's, you're not just buying a car, you're joining a legacy. Visit our virtual showroom to explore our vast inventory, each car complete with detailed information and pictures. Got questions? Our professional sales staff is here to guide you in every step of the way because your satisfaction is our mission. Discover why at Charlie's Used Cars, it's not just a deal, it's a relationship. Visit us online at charliesusedcarstx.com. Hey there, New Waverly Bulldog fans. Need more space for your growing trophy collection, or maybe a little spot to relax after the game? Or maybe you need a shelter for farm animals or your RV? Look no further than Cabins and More of Texas. We offer the highest quality portable cabins, sheds, barns, steel structures, and more, all manufactured by the most respected names in the business. Perfect for storing football gear, setting up a fan or a man cave, protecting outdoor toys or equipment, and so much more. Worried about cost? Well, don't be. We offer flexible payment options, including financing with approved credit and no credit check, rent to own. You can even get pre-qualified in just a few minutes without affecting your credit. Find Cabins and More of Texas in Riverside across from Talent's Barbecue and in Carthage in the HEB Shopping Center. That's Cabins and More of Texas online at CAMOTX.com. Hello, New Waverly Bulldogs football fans. Looking to beat the heat? Three Spoons Yogurt in Huntsville has got you covered. Located at 1524 11th Street in Huntsville, Three Spoons Yogurt is the proud supporter of your very own New Waverly Bulldogs. With a mouth-watering selection of flavors and a rainbow of toppings, Three Spoons Yogurt offers the perfect treat for any Bulldogs fan. Don't miss out on any of the frosty fun. Follow them on Facebook at Three Spoons Yogurt Huntsville TX for all the latest scoop. So when you're craving something cool, remember, the only thing cooler than the yogurt at Three Spoons is being a New Waverly Bulldogs fan. When you've got a serious project that needs to be done right, trust the experts at Slot Construction. Serving Southeast Texas since 2005, Slot Construction is your leader in site prep work. From clearing land and building new roads to constructing ponds and underground utilities, they prepare and deliver with precision and efficiency. Whether it's for your home or your business, Slot Construction has you covered. Visit slotconstruction.com to learn more about their full range of services. SLOTT construction.com, where quality meets commitment.
The final whistle is blown. This chapter of the season has been written. Time now for the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. Here's Rob Hipp.
Welcome back inside the Hit Solutions broadcast booth as we go to the Nelson Amaya's Collision Center post-game wrap-up. A tough night for the Bulldogs tonight, but some positive takeaways. Putting up more points tonight in the first two games of the season. Here tonight, 11 points, and we saw that kicking ability once again from Trey Sherwin. He had a 38-yard field goal to get in, and then more players were getting in on the action here in this ball game. One of the most impressive drives that we saw by New Waverly came late there in the fourth as they were able to punch it in. Just 3 plays. It was a drive for New Waverly. They started on their own 29-yard line. We'll go through all of that here in just a few moments. Let's rewind and go back to the first. I'm going to take it with you possession by possession. New Waverly started out on their own 35-yard line to start this ball game. They received the opening kick. They've done that all season. Unfortunately, though, having to punt it away at the 10:52 mark. And then it was the first of 4 turnovers for Crockett. They started their first possession from their own 30. They fumble the football, giving it right back to New Waverly. That put New Waverly in excellent field position from the Crockett 31. Unfortunately, though, New Waverly not able to capitalize. They turn it over on downs with 8:01 to go in that drive. Crockett gets it back from their own 26. It was a punt. New Waverly, for the third time tonight, they have the ball. Still in the first quarter. They start from the Crockett 45. So yet again, it's another opportunity. New Waverly had great field position, starting field position tonight, but unfortunately those drives were stalling. You got to give credit to that Crockett Bulldog defense. New Waverly having to punt on that third drive. Then we move into the second quarter. It was the third possession for Crockett. They start out on their own 15-yard line and the second fumble of the ball game. That gives the ball right back to New Waverly for the fourth time of the evening. They start on their own 44. And yet again, it's another drive that stalls. A turnover on downs for New Waverly. Crockett has it for the fourth time, starting from their own 5-yard line. They were backed up big time in that possession. They had to punt it away. Then New Waverly gets it, Fifth possession, they start from the Crockett 11, but once again, not able to find the end zone, but a little bit of light there. They do go backwards some. They faced a 4th down and 20. It was a 38-yard field goal by Trey Sherwin. That put New Waverly on the board first. They were leading at that point 3-0 with 1:54 to go. On the ensuing possession, the 5th for Crockett, they started on their own 25. And something that I thought was kind of weird, they're down around the 50-yard line, and Crockett ends up spiking it, I believe, with 1 second to go. There was 1 second remaining, and I guess they thought maybe, I mean, give them credit. I mean, they thought there was a little something there, but they were not able to capitalize on anything to do with that. And I guess you're getting the ball back to start the third quarter. Maybe that was some of the I'm not the coach. I'll never claim to be, and I never criticize a coach. Just from a fan perspective, I was like, man, I thought you'd just take a knee on the locker room and reset. But no, they had some Bulldog fight in them. Give credit to Crockett. We come out in the third quarter. It was the 6th possession for Crockett. They start from their own 25-yard line, but then yet again, it's another fumble, and this time picking that up was Kenton Reese, I believe, for New Waverly. Or no, I'm sorry, TD2, Travia Davis II, getting that fumble recovery. That happened at the 8:22 mark. The following possession, the 6th of the night for New Waverly, it started out again in Crockett field position from the Crockett Crockett Bulldog 48. That was a turnover on downs yet again for New Waverly. 7th possession for Crockett. They start from their own 39. And then another takeaway, this time an interception by Kenton Reese. That sets up New Waverly on their own 20, but they have to punt that one away. We move into the fourth quarter. It was the 8th possession for Crockett. They started the New Waverly 40-yard line, and then it was a 2-yard run in for Crockett to score the first touchdown of the ball game. The quarterback there, Keeson Montgomery, who played a great game for this Crockett Bulldog team. The extra point kick was good at that moment. Crockett takes the lead 7-3. Well, they took the lead 6-3. They extended it 7-3 with 11:54 to go on their 8th possession there in the fourth quarter. 8th possession for New Waverly. They start out in excellent field position, right at midfield at the 50. But unfortunately, again, the drive stalls. They have to punt it away. We move into the fourth quarter. Or beg your pardon, we're still in the fourth quarter. We move into some of the final possessions. The 9th possession for Crockett. They have that one on their own 35-yard line. And then we started to see the running take over by Jacorian Griffin, the junior. He had about a 45-yard touchdown run into the end zone at the 5:18 mark at that point after the extra point kick. It's 14-3, Crockett in the driver's seat. New Waverly gets it for the 9th possession. Right afterwards, they start out on their own 29-yard line, and here was that bang-bang play. It was the most efficient, the most effective drive by New Waverly of the night. 3 plays, they get into the end zone. It was a 9 yards into the end zone there by their player who had a lot tonight here, Ryder Armstrong, able to run that one, or beg your pardon, Khalil Major, able to run that one in for a touchdown. And then the extra point, they go for 2. And as Ryzen Nunez, the sophomore, showing how mobile he is, how he can elude defenders, he throws that one over to the corner of the end zone. And then the athleticism, not only by Ryder, but of Nathan Diprey, bobbles that ball, able to maintain the control of it, and he hauls it in for 2 points. At that point, 14-11, as New Waverly trying to find a little bit of life late in the ball game. You move on to the 10th possession, and that 10th possession for New Waverly starts out. Crockett has it from the New Waverly 42. It's a 1-yard touchdown run-in, though, by Garcia. And that was where really that game was solidified. The 10th possession for New Waverly, they start on their own 48. They do run it. They find a little bit of momentum on that last and final push, but it's a turnover on downs on 4th down. Diprey almost was able to make something there on 4th down, but couldn't haul that one in. And then the 11th possession, Crockett with 22 seconds to go. They just take a knee, and that's your ball game, 20-11. Well, friends, it's been a fun one here. As always, appreciate Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union, for being our season presenting sponsor. Many other folks as well helping to make this game not just Walker County Federal, but Three Spoons Yogurt, Cabins and More of Texas, Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, Hit Solutions, Player Development and Realty, Double Dave's Pizza Works, McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Charlie's Used Cars, the Oak Ridge Disciple House, Texas Signature Roofing, and Slot Construction, all valuable partners in helping to keep our broadcast coverage free this season. Well, we'll be back at it a week from tonight, right back here at New Waverly. It's part of a 3-game homestand. It'll be game number 2 of that 3-game homestand. We'll have coverage getting started around 6:45 or so right here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel and the Bulldogs Broadcast Network. For James Mashi running the camera for us tonight, I'm Rob Pitt. And especially during these times, friends, we all know the tragedy that took place on Wednesday. Friends, I encourage you to find a moment of unity, to have dialogue instead of destruction. And I do mean this. Please, as I end every broadcast this way, reminding you that we are not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you, I promise. I believe those are some words that Charlie Kirk would echo. Hey, we love you, New Waverly. God bless you. We'll see you back a week from tonight. Until then, so long, God bless, and good night from New Waverly, Texas. We'll see you, friends. Have a great one.